welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I am actually in a chair, like a real chair. No, our apartment is not done. If I flipped the camera around, you would see what I'm seeing, which is a giant, big, white, spot on the wall where they had to do some electrical work and now have mudded and taped, but you know, they've been gone for 2 weeks. So anyway, but David and I made the executive decision that there was basically enough done in this room that we would move back into our master bedroom, move all the construction stuff that was left in the apartment by the crew into the living room, into like a corner in there, and store that stuff there and move that back into our master bedroom. So we are actually using the master bedroom right now. We are using the master bathroom. We are actually using the entire apartment. And David and I rented a pickup truck and went to the storage unit just to get a couple of our side chairs and then this chair that I'm sitting in so that I could at least have somewhere to film, and then we would have someplace to sit to watch TV in the living room. Again, first of all, we weren't gonna try to bring the couch ourselves because it is super heavy because it's got a queen sleeper sofa in it. Again, I don't know why I'm giving this whole background thing in here, but just wanted to let you know, I guess, why I'm sitting where I'm sitting, and no, the apartment is not done. Like I said, it has now been 2 weeks since the crew is here. We are trying to figure out what we were going to do with that situation, and that's for a whole nother video. But I have prolonged this long enough. Today's topic is going to be the five, the 5 bags that I kept out for basically the last 3 months or so. So basically, once we moved from our master bedroom side into the living room, and I knew that this side of the apartment especially was going to create even more dust, and because there wasn't really a place to put them, at least when I was on this side originally, you know, I had that closet and I had everything tucked way in the back in their dust bags, etc. I didn't have a location like that to put my bags during this half of the construction. And so I needed to basically scale down and pick sort of a small representation of my collection that I have access to, you know, here, just to be able to use for what I was hoping to be, you know, a less lengthy period of time. But as we know, this has dragged on and on and on. But my point is, all of my other bags that were not in storage already basically went into storage, and I left myself with these 5 bags. Now, I have added to it, so you're not going to see the Fendi Come On bag because that was added actually after we moved into that side, and so I didn't include that here because that was not something that I intentionally chose to serve a purpose in my collection during these last 3 months. So hopefully all of that makes sense. With that, let's show you the 5 bags that I decided to use over the last few months during construction. So the first bag that I kept out is actually the one that I was just most recently using, and that is my Prada, what is this? Re-edition 2005. I can never remember. Every time I talk about this bag, I can never remember. Thankfully, it has this little tag thing on it, which is sort of flipped the wrong, anyway. But this has been a great rainy day bag. You guys know sort of the background saga about getting this bag. We've had a lot of rain here in New York, but this has been a fantastic bag. I have to say, any time that I think that there is inclement weather, or for example, I took this when we went to the storage unit a couple days ago, just because it is nylon, so it's really easy to wipe clean. It was basically my only bag that I had available that was sort of I don't want to say a Prada bag is a knockaround bag, but as far as what I kept out, this made the most sense to take to the storage unit. You know, so first of all, it was crossbody. Second of all, I didn't feel uncomfortable like setting it down on boxes in the storage unit, which are obviously very dusty. But my point is, it served a lot of different purposes. So I'm, again, very, very glad that I added this to my collection. Just to kind of show you, really, I don't have much in here right now. I just have my key clay or key pouch, whatever we're calling that these days, and my Lisa wallet, which is very exciting. And I thought maybe I might have a lip product, but I don't. But you know, it's just one open compartment, and I didn't need to carry a lot. It wasn't sunny that day. In fact, had a very good chance of rain, so I didn't take any sunglasses with me. So yeah, this is what has been left for me to use, but this is the first bag that I kept out. If you're new here, my name is Lisa, and I love to do videos on luxury handbags, shoes, ready to wear. I like to do some styling videos, and I do those things from the perspective of someone who is in the middle of her life, as well as someone who is mid-sized. So if that sounds interesting to you, I would love it if you would join us here. Click that subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you know every time I upload a video. So I guess maybe we'll kind of go smallest to largest. I don't know, kind of makes like a good organizational sense to me. So in that case, the next bag is in here, and that is my Celine Triumph bag. This bag has honestly surprised the heck out of me as far as how much I have used it, how much I love it. You know, I realize that some of you might think that getting the black Fendi Come On bag might have been a little bit duplicative, and I wouldn't necessarily argue with you. I do sort of tend to, if I'm looking for a black crossbody bag with what I have, you know, access to right now, it can be a toss-up, right? And it then really comes down to how much I need to fit. If I only need to fit sort of what I just showed you, my wallet or a card holder, my key pouch, and a pair of sunglasses and a lipstick or something, I'll take the Fendi Come On bag. If I need to carry a little bit more than that, if I want to make sure that I have my mini pochette, for example, I will take this bag. But this it has literally been a workhorse, which is why it would not surprise me if I added another one to my collection. You know, you can see some creasing here, and that's gonna happen obviously with the folding of the bag. I do keep it stored like this, so I take apart the straps and kind of coil them in here just to keep it, you know, a little bit neater as far as when I store it. But yeah, it's just been such a great bag. I do have one scratch on the hardware, as I showed you guys in the comparison between this and the Come On bag when I dropped it on a cement floor. But other than that, on the actual leather, considering that it's like shiny calf, it has held up beautifully, and there are no scratches on it as far as I can see. So this is bag number 2. So this one should be no surprise to any of you because it was featured heavily if you watched my recent London and Paris vlogs, and that is my trusty Loewe puzzle bag. This is the original puzzle bag, as you can see. It's in the color sand, and this again was just the best travel bag. I cannot more highly recommend a puzzle bag as a travel bag. First of all, because you know, it's got this flap which helps with security, but it's got, you know, a full zip, which just listen to that. It's just music to my ears. I do just obviously have it stuffed, and the strap is somewhere, yeah, coiled in the bottom there. But it's got a lot of security. Obviously has the zip pocket on the back. I generally use that to just kind of stick my phone in, and I just stick it vertically, especially when I was traveling. But I think you could probably fit a card holder in there, and again, you know, it zips, so it's got security, and this is obviously against your body, so it makes it even more secure. But like I said, I think that this is the perfect travel bag, and it's the perfect everyday bag. It carries everything I need and more. I mean, I can absolutely get my mini pochette in here, my card holder, my clay, a pair of sunglasses. I could even probably get a small umbrella in here if I needed to. It just really serves a great purpose. It's pretty lightweight considering, you know, that it's a leather bag. Now, obviously the interior is textile, so that certainly helps, but just like I said, such a great bag. I love, obviously it's got some stuffing in it, but I love that it has that little bit of slouch in it. And yeah, it just, like I said, it was such the perfect bag to take on my trip. And obviously the reason why I took it and the reason why I kept it out is because it is a neutral bag. It's a cool tone neutral, and it goes with anything. I mean, even though I'm wearing black and white today, as you can see, it goes with anything. It's really such a great neutral. I think even better than, for example, Hermes Gold. This really kind of reminds me of a taupe. So it's kind of a chameleon color, and just, I can't say enough good things about it. So the number 3 bag that I kept out was my Loewe puzzle bag. The next bag, and now we're getting into the 2 larger bags that I kept out, is in this dust bag. So probably have some idea what it is. And by the way, I just realized these are basically all newer bags to my collection, so that have been unboxed on my channel. So I will link all of the unboxing videos like up in the cards, but also down in the description box if you want to see where I unboxed those from. I think most of them, I'm trying to remember, I think almost all of them, with the exception of the last bag that I'm going to unbox, came from the particular boutique, but at Saks. So I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to remember right now, but I think so. I know this one did for sure. So this, like I said, is from Chanel, and it is my denim 22 bag. So obviously when we moved into the other side of the apartment, it was around the very beginning of August. So it was still warm. I knew, and not that I wouldn't wear this bag in the winter too. Don't take that the wrong way. I don't think this is a seasonal bag, but I do think, you know, it has some really good spring summer vibes, and I love wearing it, especially in those seasons. But I love it because it's casual, right? It's a great just throw on and go. I love the silver hardware on it. Obviously you've got, you know, the medallion here and the silver chain with the denim running through it. Everything looks great. Obviously on here, nothing is, you know, rubbing or wearing or anything like that. I don't keep the pouch in here. I don't use the pouch actually on either one of my 22 bags. I also have the black with the gold. I did not keep that one out because I had some other black bags that I could play with. But yeah, I mean, I just, you know, keep it stuffed with air paper. It does have, you'll be able to see it, one zip pocket in here, and it obviously does have the magnetic closure, which I realize actually I think still have stickers on them. It's a great casual bag. So if I'm looking for something and, you know, maybe I'm going shopping or running errands and have a couple things maybe that I need to drop at UPS or something that might fit in here, this is a great bag. Obviously it's great even if it's raining, you know, or if it's going to be like light inclement weather, because again, an umbrella fits perfectly in here. I mean, obviously this can fit everything in the kitchen sink if you wanted it to. And yeah, just really, really glad that I added this to my collection. And like I said, I did actually get this through the Chanel boutique at Saks, because at that particular time, Andrew was out on medical leave. So I didn't, you know, feel bad not getting this from him. And this was a very difficult bag to get actually. And so I had, you know, some feelers out and some multiple essays basically sort of on notice that I was looking for this bag, and it happened to be that, I think his name is Pedro, maybe? Blanking, have to look on my phone. I'm pretty sure it's Pedro though, at the Chanel boutique at Saks was able to get this for me. So very excited, and this would be bag number 4. So the 5th bag that I kept out for this particular time period is in this bag. This actually came from Nordstrom, and the reason why I got it through Nordstrom is because I think I had $600 or $800 or something, I think it might have been $800 in notes to use. So I was able to get this beautiful Celine Romy bag. But I love this bag. Again, it is the perfect throw on and go. It's a neutral, obviously. This is a little bit different to me than Hermes. Sorry, this is like, should sit this way. It's the window is over here, and so when I put something on this side, it like throws, it changes the light. So let's go over here. What was I saying? Oh, this to me is a little bit different than Hermes Gold. This to me is more of kind of a British tan or a cognac color, which actually I find easier to style than Hermes Gold. I love the fact, you know, that it slouches, it goes so easily over the shoulder, you know, it will be great with winter coats. I can't wait to wear it this winter. I think it will be awesome. Love the zip top. Again, a very secure bag. So if you wanted a larger bag to take on for travel, things like that, and you don't mind a shoulder bag versus a crossbody, you could certainly take this, but you can remove both of these, you know, sides. So if you wanted to do, and if I have the footage still, I'll pop it up here, of me trying on this bag with one of the Celine guitar straps, and it looks great as a crossbody bag. So if you want the option of carrying this crossbody, you know, you don't have to have a Celine strap. You could just buy a strap off of Etsy, or I think even Amazon has those like kind of woven guitar straps, which is just all the Celine one is. It does have the matching leather trim on it, but the other part of it is just, you know, a woven canvas or whatever. So yeah, I love it. I love that I can adjust it a little bit if I want to make it shorter shoulder. For a while I did have it on that middle setting, but I love it. I love the feel of this leather. It still smells amazing. And yeah, it's just like I said, it's a great, if I need a bigger bag for the day, and you know, I know I'm going to be out running errands and I might not want to have to bring a tote bag with me or some other, you know, shopping bag or something to carry things in. This just fits, like I said, everything in a kitchen sink, and has just, it was such a great addition to my collection. Really something that I didn't have in my collection and have not regretted it. And even better that I saved, like I said, I think it was like $800 on this bag. So very happy I got this, and very happy I kept this out. So this is the 5th and final bag. So that's it, my friends. Those are the 5 bags that I intentionally kept out during this second half of the renovation or remodel process. Like I said, I have added some bags to my collection since we moved into the other side of the apartment, but didn't want to include those because, like I said, those were not intentionally chosen for a specific purpose. But hopefully this helps you, you know, if you're sort of trying to look at maybe a capsule collection for a handbag purposes. Maybe this helps you out. Like I said, I feel like I made good choices there. I can't really think of any time where I was like, oh gosh, you know what? I really wish that I kept that bag out. I wish I hadn't put that in storage. This really served all of my needs. I was very, very happy with, you know, all of the choices. And like I said, never regretted not keeping something out or wishing I had this instead of this. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with what I decided to keep out. Hopefully I will have access to all of my bags soon. Who knows, guys? I really don't know. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Sorry for such a rambly video. I think I'm kind of out of practice. I realize this is the first sit-down video that I filmed since coming back from Europe. So I think, yeah, I'm a little out of practice. So I apologize for the rambling. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It does help the YouTube algorithm. And if you haven't subscribed, again, we're trying to get to 3,000. I'm at 27 something. I think we're getting close to 2,800. So if you haven't subscribed, I'd love to have you here. Click the subscribe button down below, and don't forget about the notification bell, of course. If you haven't had enough of me yet, I will pop another video up here for you to watch. And wherever you are, I hope you are having an amazing day or evening, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.